Hey everybody, we're still in the McDermitt area here, and for this video we're up high at one of the areas that is known for having different types of agate, and a lot of this has been or is under claim, and we think the area we're in right here is called Purple Cow. And from what we understand from the rock shop in town, the Caldera rock shop, that this is their claim, and they said we could come up and hunt on the surface and see what we can find. We really don't know what we're looking for, but we're gonna look and see what we can find, and it is beautiful. Ruth saw some pieces here that she says has a bit of purple to it. I don't know if you can see that one, but that one's also got some little tiny druzy formation that's sparkling. And she's found several pieces here that she says has some purple in it, just laying here on top of the ground. I understand from the Caldera Rock Shop, who were telling us, since this is their claim, they were saying that it's lithium that causes it to have that purple color. And that is cool. To me, that would be a huge find in one day. But she's got more pieces right there. So that's plenty, don't you think? She found one somewhere. We're probably, oh here. She found one here that doesn't necessarily have purple. She just thought it was really awesome. Another yard rock, but do you see that? I don't know if you can see. There's a stake way up there towards the top of the hill, just to the right of those tailings up there, where our truck is twice as far as that. So I don't think that one's coming. Plus it's got some ants there that this is their home. Yeah, we'll see. I guess if she can get it to the road, I'll put it in the truck. I think I'm safe this time. We're at another destination on the McDermitt Loop, and we're at a place that the map says has petrified wood. There are dig holes all over the place, and we are finding some good stuff. This is a really solid piece. Hit it with the hammer and it just made the hammer ring. Bruce found some that are really, really dark and translucent. Nice pieces, solid. If it's solid, that means you can cut them and they'll stay together, which is what we like. So we'll look around here for a little while longer. We do prefer to walk along and just find the stuff that everybody else left behind, because we're not looking for big stuff unless Ruth's looking for a yard rock. I think with this specimen, you can see there are some growth lines in there. Turn it over this way, you can see some in there. Pretty much it's agatized, so we'll take their word for it at this point that it's wood, but I could see how it could definitely be wood.
They were already there.
These were? Yeah,
they were all sitting there.
Sitting in a pile?
Well,
somebody left them?
Somebody left them.
For you?
I'm thinking so.
Look at that. That'll make a cabs easy.
Yeah.
Is that good? You ready to move on?
I think so. We have a long way to go yet.
We do have a long way to go. We got to a place here that had the mark exactly for something called Serena Green. Ruth says she doesn't see green, but there's a lot of beautiful agate here. Is that amazing? Look at all that. It's got druzy quartz on it. It's just a pretty piece of pretty much opal with some other little colors in it. But that's cool. This is fun. Everywhere you go, you're finding all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, most everything we found here is pretty fragile. It's pretty checked up. It's not going to be real solid, but the variation of color is pretty spectacular. It might just take a couple of pieces like this just to see how it does cut. See if it'll cut and stay together. But see right there, that end, I can see multiple fractures in that end. So that's telling me that a couple of taps and the whole thing will fall apart. Still pretty. I think Ruth's gonna find a yard rock here. You know what I should do? should find one for her. The truck's up over that hill, so I'm gonna find one closer to the truck. Let's go see what we can find. There's our first candidate. What do you think, Russ? What do you think about this one right here? It's about 25 pounds. Could be a little more. And I think it would wash up beautifully. That's our first candidate, but I'm not sure it's big enough for a yard rock. I got a couple more candidates here. I'm gonna put that one though back. Not because I love red ants, but because I don't love red ants. Yeah, you don't want to get near that one, Ruben. We'll give them back their habitat and allow them continuous thriving here in the wilderness. Okay, we've got one. Question is, do you like it? It's nice. You just wonder how big it is still?
Yes.
You think it's bigger than that ulitic agate we pulled out of the road?
Maybe taller.
Maybe taller. Thicker, fatter. Some pretty colors in there or something, I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can get it back to Carnival Falls. We got the cart, we got some tools. That's the hole. It was a little bigger than we thought. That's the rock. Step one, we got it out of the hole, onto the wagon. The tires look okay. We just got to get it rolled over there to step two. Step three, somehow it's got to get in the back of the truck, and we don't yet know if we can actually lift it because we tipped it into the wagon. But something tells me we will not be denied. And we're not going to film this because number one, I don't really have a way. Number two, this isn't film, it's digital. And number three, nobody wants to see this. We did it. We got that rock into the back of the truck. Now we just got to walk it in and lay it down. We're going to go from here. We're going to go look for Carnival agate. Sounds like a fun place to be.
If the truck will get us there after putting the rock in. Oh,
it will. We put the ulitic agate from the same trip up there, and so yeah, I think that's about it for this trip for
yard rocks.
Yes. Okay, good. We agree?
Yeah, we agree.
Okay. This location looks kind of like all the rest, but they call it Carnival. And the rocks kind of look like all the rest, but they call it Carnival. And I assume it's because of the various contrasts between the white opaly bits and the other colors. Ruth found some that is pretty much opal, but definitely has the green in it that she was looking for before. It looks pretty fragile, but it'll make some nice specimens. Polish aside or so. Some of this has some real great variegation. I kind of like this particular big piece because it's got that nodule right there. There's another piece. It's got just like all the different tones and colors. A little bit of a pocket there, and a couple more that we picked up just to see how they cut. Lots of variegation in color. Variegation, I don't know. Anyway, these are fun. So we're having a ball, but we've got miles to go. We're checking out another spot here along the loop. According to the map, there is fortification agate here. Isn't that beautiful? What do you think, Russ? Is it gorgeous? I think it is. They're just white flowers, but beautiful green and really amazing contrast to the rest of the desert out here. Well, the fortification agate location so far is a bust. It could be that it's been cleared out. Oh, look at this. Oh man, I don't know if this thing will come out on the camera, but I'll try to get into a position here. Move around. This entire face is sparkling with a very fine druzy coat. You see it?
I see it. It's beautiful.
That is really neat. But I think that whole piece right there, that one rock right there, that thing is a solid piece of chalcedony. It definitely is. Oh, look at this guy down here. Ooh. Get out of your way. Look at that, Russ. You're standing on it. Look at that. Ruth found this very interesting formation.
What's it? What's in there? What's in there?
I don't know what it is. Rusty's checking it out for us. Oh, and Ruby's got to get in there too. That is one big rock with one big hole in it. It's the donut rock, the world's biggest donut rock. All right, thanks for checking. The next stop, chicken track. We didn't know what chicken track is, but I think we do now. If I was to say what that looked like, it kind of looks like a chicken track. Interesting formations.
Well, that's what I thought. I don't know.
It is unique.
It is unique. This one had some, big stuff.
I took a selection of pieces from this day at the McDermitt Caldera, and here's the first piece that I cut, and it's a piece from that area called Purple Cow. And Ruth says yes, there is some purple in here. Either way, one way or another, it is pretty. Well, now I cut this one 2 ways to see what it was like. So first I cut it in half this way, and look at that. It's definitely a grain-like, and lots of translucency, almost transparency down in there. And then I decided we'll cut it the other way. And look at the difference. Here, I'll put them all up there. Just the difference of cutting it one way to cutting it a different way. And this piece is as solid as can be. So it'll make several nice cabochons. Or this actually makes, if you can set it up here, I'll move this. You can see it makes a really nice specimen piece. Just have to polish the faces. The next place we went to was called Serena Green. And it was a neat place, but I don't think there was anything green. But we did get a beautiful yard rock from there. And there's Ruth's garden rock. And this one too, she does plan to eventually get some polish on some of these areas, so some of the colors and the depth of clarity will come out. After that, we went to Carnival, and I think this is a piece from Carnival. And yeah, without it sprayed, it doesn't look like much, but spray a little water and that's what it'll look like polished. Now, this has a lot of openness, and it looks to me like there's opal in here, but this whole stretch right here is solid with just little bits of inclusions or something, and it's got a really intricate and interesting pattern. So that could be something. That is a lot heavier than it looks, but the inside compared to the outside, who'd have known? After fortification, we went to find an area known as Gary Green. This one seems solid, and it's really pretty. It really is. With the light pale colors in there, I like it. That's one piece. Let's see. Got a couple more here. Here's another piece. This one is just kind of crazy, and there's not really a lot of chalcedony in this because it cut super easy, but it does have a really crazy and pattern in there that I really like. So that's interesting. Let's look though. Sometimes you find something really cool. And I cut this. We found this. It looked like a log. I don't know if it is a log, but it looks like a log. And of course, I cut that thing. Hopefully you can see it. And look at this thing. See if I can hold it, because it weighs about 10 pounds. Look at that. Now this one is just cut. We'll take them one at a time because this thing's too heavy. That one's cut, but the way it looks, to me, it looks like it formed perhaps almost opal in there. The opal split up and then chalcedony formed in between, including little pockets like that. Anyway, it's got incredible, almost a septarian type of a look. And that chalcedony is very translucent. Now this one I started to run on my flat lap, so it's getting closer to being polished, so you can see that you can see it a little clearer, but there is incredible depth in there and little agate pockets. Anyway, I think that is a real, oh, there's more druzy down in there. That is a really cool specimen. And that, I think once I polish, it'll sit up nice like that. I'll just put it on a little stand and it'll sit just like that. That was a surprise, and that is really neat. All right, next we went to the chicken track area, and we think we found one piece of chicken track, and I looked it up, and yes, this is chicken track, but it's called chicken track jasper. It's called chicken track jasper. It's got the chicken track on top, and then it's got a jasper on the bottom. So this was a triangular piece, and the jasper isn't really much of a picture jasper on this one. This was a triangular break off, so I just cut the 3 sides. And probably if any of them looks like a picture, it'd be this one. It looks kind of like a meadow, and then I can see a little mountain that goes up there, a little blue sky. You know, just use your imagination. Still a really neat specimen, and that is hard stuff. It will polish up real nice. This is that other piece of stuff that we found there, and we have no idea what this is. I showed it to Ruth. She has no idea either. It's a heavy chunker. I'll spray that one. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty interesting. It isn't very hard and solid because it cut like butter on my saw. In fact, it cut so easy it left some grooves. But if it cut easy, it will grind easy, and so I'll see down the road if it will take a polish. It's interesting how it's got these little like arms that go up, but it's probably some sort of mud. On our way out, we saw a road going out to the side, and we went out there. I don't even remember what we were looking for, but we went out there and we found these little things, these little biscuit rocks. And we saw several of them out there, so we picked up several of them. And I started to notice, like this, hey, there's something hard on the inside. And here you go. These are jasper on the inside. And some of the jasper looks like it'll be like this, where it fractured at one point, like a septarian nodule, and then cemented back together. But not sure what to do with these, but aren't those interesting? I think they're very interesting. That is an amazing area. Most of the good information we got for that Caldera rockhounding area, we got from the local rock shop, the Caldera rock shop. Wonderful people. If you're ever in McDermitt, make sure you stop by the rock shop. They're busy, they're working hard, and it's just a unique little treasure, a local treasure. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you.